Hi friends, I'm Rajnikant. Welcome you to my YouTube channel Sumant Digital English Tutorial Videos. Dear friends, I'm going to upload short answer type questions for the book Hornbill 11th class chapter 2. We are not afraid to die if we all can be together. So let's start. Question 1. What did the narrator plan to do? What preparations did he make for it? Its answer. The narrator planned to go on a round the world sea voyage on the same pattern as Captain James Cook had done 200 years earlier. For the past 16 years, he and his wife had spent all their leisure time developing and improving their skills with work related to travel on the sea. Question 2. Give a brief description of the narrator's boat. How had the narrator equipped and tested it? The narrator's boat was called Wave Walker. It was a beautiful 23 meters long, 30-ton wooden hulled ship. It had been professionally built. They had spent months fitting it out and testing it in the roughest weather they could find. Question 3. How long did the narrator plan his voyage to last? Answer. The narrator had planned his round-the-world journey to cover 105,000 kilometers in 3 years. Question 4. When and whom did the narrator begin his voyage with? The narrator began his sea voyage in July 1976. He had his wife Mary, 6-year-old son Jonathan, and 7-year-old daughter Susan with him. They set sail from the Plymouth, England. Question 5. Whom did the narrator employ and why? When did he do so? Answer. The narrator employed 2 crewmen, American Larry Weasel and Swiss Herb Segler, in order to help them tackle the southern Indian Ocean, which is known as one of the roughest seas in the world. He engaged them before leaving Cape Town. Question 6. What happened on their second day out of Cape Town? What worried the narrator and why? Answer. On their second day out of Cape Town, they began to face strong storms. These storms blew continuously for the next few weeks. He was worried about the waves. Their size was alarming. This rose up 15 meters, as high as their mainmast. Question 7. How did they celebrate Christmas holidays? Answer. They were 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town on 25 December. The weather was very bad. Still they had a wonderful holiday, complete with a Christmas tree. New Year's Day saw no improvement in the weather. Question 8. How did the weather change on January 2? How did they feel? The weather changed for worse on January 2. Now the waves were gigantic. As the ship rose to the top of each wave, they saw endless, enormous seas rolling towards them. The screaming of the wind and spray was painful to the ears. Question 9. What efforts were made to face the rough weather? Answer. In order to face the rough weather, the speed of the ship was slowed down. They dropped the storm jib. They lashed heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stem. Then they fastened together everything and went through their life raft drill. They attached lifeline, put on waterproof clothes and life jackets. Question 10. What sort of wave hit the ship? How did the narrator react? Answer. It was a mighty and huge wave. It appeared perfectly vertical. It was almost twice the height of the other waves. It had very unpleasant breaking crest. The narrator had never seen such an enormous wave, so he was filled with horror. Question 11. What was the impact of torrent on the narrator and wave walker? Its answer. A tremendous explosion shook the deck. The narrator said he struck the wheel and he flew over the board and was sinking below the waves. Unexpectedly, his head came out of water. Wave walker was almost capsizing. Her masts were almost horizontal. Question 12. How did the narrator manage to survive through the attacks of subsequent waves? Answer. One of the waves threw the ship upright. The narrator was able to reach its main boom. Subsequent waves tossed him around the deck like a rag doll. His left rib cracked. His mouth was filled with blood and broken teeth. Somehow he found the wheel, lined up the stem for the next wave, and remained firm. Question 13. How did the narrator and other members react to the presence of water in the ship? Answer. The narrator could not leave the wheel to examine the damaged part. Mary shouted that the decks were broken and they were sinking. Larry and Herb were pumping out water like madmen. Susan had a big bump over her eyes, but the children said that they were all right. Question 14. I had no time to worry about bumped heads, says the narrator. What problem do you think deserved his immediate attention? Answer. The starboard side had been struck open. They were taking in water with every breaking wave over them. If he did not make some repairs urgently, they would sink. The narrator managed to cover the gaping holes with canvas and waterproof hatch covers. Question 15. What problems did the narrator face during the night of January 2, 1977? Answer. The hand pumps started to block up with the debris floating around the cabins. The electric pump short-circuited. The water level rose threateningly. The two spare hand pumps had been wrenched overboard. The waves had also carried away the forestsail the jib, the dinghies, and the main anchor from the deck. Dear guys, 15 questions have been put in this video lecture. The answer to the next 15 questions would be uploaded in the next video lecture. I hope you must have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.